Hi friends, this is Sarah from Crafting and Relaxing. Welcome and thank you so much for joining me. This is Smash Those Small Pads. It's a collaboration with Bourbon Creek Crafts, who is Beth here on YouTube, and Stampin' Cat on Instagram, Kathy. We pull a small pad out of our stash and try and smash it. It could be opened, it could be brand new. You can join us if you want. I did Cozy Christmas, this 6x6. I have a ton of this paper. I have it in 12x12. I picked up a bunch of ephemera pieces that go with it at a garage sale in addition to the ones I already had. I just wanted to use some of it up and get it cleared out. I made 28 cards out of this, and I think I grabbed maybe one piece of 6x6 out of another pad. You may see the same ephemera a bit because I opened a couple packs and mixed and matched. I did it over the course of different weekends on beach getaways, so I haven't added enamel dots or bling yet, but I will. I'm going to pull out all my red and green. If it feels early for Christmas cards, it's because I'm getting ready for a craft fair, so I thought I'd get these out of the way. And then at the end, I'll show you the options for next month, and you can tell me what you want to see. Here I have a diagonal and then a tiny little peel-off strip or gold sticker across there, and then a piece of ephemera that came with it. This is probably one of my favorite papers in this collection. Here's another one that says cheer and has some ornaments. When I make cards on different days, they just come out different. You have different stuff with you. Like, I used this embellishment a different day, but I like this one a lot better. Super. Here, same embellishment, totally different look. Then here's the car down here, and I'll probably add some Wink of Stella. I don't know why I didn't think of that to the car. Maybe a little something on the star. Here comes Santa Claus, and I put a little tie on that tag and then put Merry Christmas down below. And each one of these cards should have a little something in it. If it doesn't, I'll add it. Joyful, that same embellishment with a bit of glitter. And then I've inked the edges on this card. Just depends on the day and the moment. Merry Little Christmas, and it has some sweet treats down here. 3 strips of paper to bring that card together. December 25th, Cozy Little Christmas, and there's a package here and 3 strips. You can tell I was doing that day. Oh, this one I went a little crazy. It's 3 scraps on the card front, and then I just had a bunch of ephemera and I layered up a bow. I thought it just made it better. I'm not a real bow fan, so this one was just sort of a crazy scrap card. Oh, and then they're stamped on the back with my stamp. Santa Claus, again, scraps that were left on a piece of green that I dug out of my stash. Santa Claus and a bicycle with red glitter. I don't know, do you ride a lot of bikes for Christmas? Here's another one, just a completely different layout. Again, using scraps. I didn't take craft cardstock or a base color cardstock to the beach with me this weekend, except for like 3 pieces of this strange green. So I built some just on the card bases. Wishing you peace, love, and joy. I punched fun shapes out and made a background with them. And then I've used this black glitter paper. Here's one you can see it better, that has sparkle in it. I just didn't really know what I was going to use this paper for unless I did like a night sky, and I thought, well, it's in my bin. I'm at the beach. We're using some today. I think this one's maybe a little better. This might have been a waste of glitter paper, really. It's fun. You try things out. And on this one, I layered the ephemera piece on the green cardstock and cut around it just with my scissors, just fussy cut it. I like that one a little better than this one. Merry Christmas, ho, 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 and a bicycle. Be careful with your Christmas washi tape. I almost made a card that said that, and then I realized what I was doing and covered it up. I'll show it to you when I find it. It has a strip of paper over it. Maybe watch where you wrap your washi tape and stop your sentiments. Anyway, fun with the trees and the bike. Here comes Santa Claus, and there's just a bit of a gold sticker that I added to that package to give that embellishment a bit of pop, and then I inked the edges. I don't think I've showed you these cards before. I made some of them when there was the Smash Our Stash challenge, so those stickers were out and I was using them. 'Tis the season to be jolly. Oh, this is the one where I covered up the sentiment with the strip of paper. I like it better anyway. And then this one definitely needs some bling in the middle. So when I dig out the bling, I'll put something right in the middle of that poinsettia. The most wonderful time of the year. This embellishment is weird. The sentiment is a little crooked on it and it bothered me, but I just rolled with it. Again, a scrap card and using up a bunch of ephemera. This one, I had this giant ephemera piece in my box of card sentiments. Had I been thinking about it, I would have done the layout for this card a little different. These are two separate scraps, so I was doing what I could, but I cut the length. I could have gone longer. It's all right. It'll be better with some Wink Stella and some bling on it, right? Merry Christmas. This was a piece of chipboard that was in my sentiment box, and so was this. I was just carrying around this box that I've just been adding to. It has stickers and ephemera pieces. As I was making December dailies or as I tidy up my room, I say, oh, I would use that on a card, and I throw it in this box. And I have a box of scraps, and I'm making scrap cards from all the different ones. I'll show you that. In fact, I'll show you right now. These are my pieces from this. I mean, I think I did a pretty good job using this. Some of these, they're even embarrassingly small to, put on the inside of the card. I'm going to take these and put them into this scrap bin that I have from journals and cards and all kinds of stuff. And I'll play with these when I'm watching TV. I'm done with them as far as this collection. Not trash. I think a normal person might throw them away, but I'm still having fun with them. So I'll use some of these sentiments as I make more scrap cards and do different things, but it's just a fun little way to haul stuff around, because just because you have ephemera for a collection doesn't mean you have the right amount of messages that you want for your cards. So it's kind of nice to have another box that is in line with what you want. Christmas wishes. I could use a whole bunch of those, right? Those will go well. Maybe not the right colors for all the papers. So these were in the box, wishing you a joyous holiday. My friend Noni made a whole bunch of those last year. How cute are those? White, heat embossed on red paper, and then just a scrap of this paper was left, and then some of that glitter paper. Overall, not a bad card for just kind of thrown together fun. And I like this line right here. The most wonderful time of the year with mittens. Needs a little something, does it? Needs a little green over here when I lay them out and finalize it. Oh, there's some holly in there. I could find some holly. I'm going to set that over there and try and remember. Joy. This one is pretty cute, but might not show too well. It's 3 separate pieces of paper. You've got the craft peeking through, and then the edge of the sweater is inked. Celebrate, and a bunch of ephemera. I made this one late last night. It got a little rowdy. I like it, but I probably should have inked the edges of the celebrate just to help it pop a little. Merry Christmas. That was a die cut, and a bow from the package. Should have layered that bow. And just 3 pieces of paper right here. Christmas wishes. This is a cute one. That tree's pretty cute. And the Christmas wishes is a die that I borrowed from my friend. Have a holly jolly Christmas came out of my box. And then here we'll put some bling in the middle of that. And there's a gold sticker right there and an ornament. I think it's pretty fun. It just mixes up Christmas images. 'Tis the season to be jolly. I like this one with the cars on the paper and then the big car ephemera. I like to pop out the themes of the paper and that kind of thing. Celebrate. This one's really cute. I don't know if it's like the best Christmas card ever, but I really like the card itself. And then Merry Christmas. This card has a gold sticker right here across the seam, and the Merry Christmas is inked up on the edge, and then you have the reindeer jumping through the whole thing. That reminds me, I also did 2 just adorable little tags. This one was a scrap of paper, and it was a tag that came with a shirt, and I'll just put something through there. This one was a tag from a collection, and it was a lot of pink, and it said thinking of you, and I just haven't used it. I've moved it around. I found it on the counter, and I thought it's time to start making tags. I love this scenery with the deer jumping through it. The ribbon was, my mom was cleaning out her hand quilting box that she had with her, and she had that ribbon, which is not a real bright red, and neither is this, so I put that in there. Those use up some little scraps. And the tags, you can make the whole thing from scratch, but if you have packaging, it works really good. I covered the back with something like this, but it was the plain part. There's all kinds of potential in one 6x6 pad of paper for sure. So I hope you got inspiration from this. Be sure to check out what Kathy and Beth made this month. By the time we get to the next video for this collaboration, I am going to be tired of red and green and Christmas, and it's going to be late for fall stuff. So I'm thinking we'll switch into blue, because you know how I love blue and the winter stuff and the snowy stuff. Oh my gosh. So do you want to see me use Snowy Day by Catherine Pooler? Look at that deliciousness. I also have a couple of her inks. I have Something Borrowed and Suede Shoes, so we could do a lot of tone on tone and stamped images on cards, if I remember. Or do you want to see the Paper Boutique Christmas Magic? Both are great. This one is made in the US. This one's made in the UK. They're both wonderful. I'm going to play with both of these. Which one do you definitely want to see a video of? Snowy Day or Christmas Magic? Thanks so much for watching. I hope you're taking time for crafting and relaxing. Let's go see what Beth and Kathy made. The links are in the description below. Bye-bye.